you know, and it might be because there's certain people they hang around. I get that too. And it's all about that mindset, man. Take for you, for instance, man, like you, I always take my hat off to you. You're a wonderful father. You got 3 kids and and you young with it. And I remember when I told you don't if you want to do this boxing thing, don't have no kids, man. Don't have no kids. You're like, yeah, coach, but you end up having a kid. Then you had another kid, and I was sick. Then you had another kid. I said, oh my God. But after all that, man, I take my hat off to you. If I come back, I want to come back to a father like you. That's real talk. Because you doing your thing, you taking care of your kids. You by yourself, you taking care of your kids. You got 3 kids. How many young men? I don't know many. I'm not saying it's not. So y'all don't be tripping. And I'm sure it is, but I'm not saying it's not. I'm only giving you my version, not nobody else's version. I'm giving you my version of what I seen, not somebody else, what somebody told me. I'm just giving you my version of what I seen, and you're a great father, man. And you see that in some neighborhoods. When I grew up, my neighborhood, the fathers worked, they worked a lot, and they was not really into that kid life. So they stayed in the household, but they was not doing anything with the kids. And probably it's happening today too. I don't see a lot of fathers. Now I have one friend of mine. I have a couple friends of mine, and his mom and dad was together until his both of them just passed now. His mom passed about 4 or 5 years ago. His dad passed a couple years ago. And they had an excellent relationship. And they had great kids, but they had one kid that was a dope fiend. But the other 3 kids was great. But I don't know what happened. He went a certain way. He let the neighborhood get to him, and he was a dope fiend, and he died. He was in a bad situation. So it depends. I think it really depends on where you brought up at. Even so, man, I'm going to talk about a little racism a little bit. Even if you see these white kids that's real racist and stuff, you can't really get mad at the kids because it's indoctrinated them day in and day out and day in and day out.
They was raised that way.
Yeah, they don't know no better. So it's so hard for them to change. That's why I say education, man. If we could just go within, and some of them come out, and some of them, change. Some of them don't. Some of them it's hard to change. But you see some that been really bad with this racist thing, but they come out of it. They come out of the spell, man. They don't really be angry. They just be so upset and so ashamed, But you can't get mad at your parents from trying to show you the way that they, that they think is right for you. Stay away from the blacks. I didn't grow up with blacks. Stay away from the white. Don't you be around the whites. Don't listen. Don't be